wanna pour their best and they overthink, and sometimes maybe the shot doesn't go that well. Maybe the milk, maybe the machine's a little stiff. But nevertheless, I know we're gonna get the best of the best. Day two is usually where the real show begins, where we got the best of the best going at it. 32 baristas remaining in the competition. First place is a grand prize of $2,500, but the bragging rights of being a New Orleans Coffee Fest champion. So excited to see that happening. Excited to have you all tune in and watch us talk some smack and talk some latte art. Hopefully in the next few minutes, we'll have Emilee Bryant on commentary with me. As you can see, she's on camera helping out, making sure the machines are ready. And then we'll have her and we'll get her professional take on day one and how day two is. And here it is. Ladies and gentlemen, from Houston, Texas, two-time Latte Art World Championship,
Twiz.
Emilee.
Oh, wait.
Emilee
Hi.
Bryant.
I'm back.
What's
Let's
up,
get
Em?
settled.
What is
Well,
up?
I got to pour.
Great.
I don't know if you got to see that on the camera.
I did not.
I attempted a double frame winged hollow single layer. And I failed.
Oh, you failed.
Well, the shot choked, but Twiz is fixing it. I think we have a difference in settling the tamp.
Oh.
Sorry, settling the beans.
Oh, okay.
The grind.
The grind.
Or do we have
Cool.
a chat?
Oh, yes, we do have a chat.
I was trying to pour this.
Oh, wow. Show the chat.
It won't work. Not gonna work, sorry y'all. How is everybody doing today? How are we doing? I am losing my voice, so I'm gonna do my dang best not to actually lose it today. Because tomorrow we need it the most.
Yes. Come on, we're doing good. We're almost
Should
halfway
I
there.
run to the bathroom now?
Yeah.
She comes and just like that, she leaves.
Go. No. Okay. We're getting back to it. We are back to it. All right. So Em's on a little bathroom break. She is going to get ready because, you know, it is tough talking here for 2.5 hours, but we are excited. We love it. We love everything that we do here. This is probably the most fun I've ever had in coffee, just being right here with Emilee Bryant and just talking shit, talking coffee. I think this is like a dream of me just watching SportsCenter and ESPN for so long, and now to be broadcasting for all of you guys, it's truly a dream, and I appreciate you guys being a part of my dream here, and you know, hopefully more to come and more live streams. And thanks for you. We're hitting record-breaking numbers every show, so looking to push more, showcase more angles, do more things, and hopefully be at a city near you. And if you're looking to ever host a throwdown, looking at something that we can do here and recreate, let us know. Where we can go anywhere in the country and, you know, throw down with you guys and your coffee community. And, you know, please reach us out at espressotheatermind.com. And then, yeah, so super fun. We are almost moments away. It's looking like Fluke and Marco will start it off. Like I mentioned before, Fluke is a veteran in this game. He's been pouring his wing 4-1, I believe, for a while now. I don't see him doing anything. I think he's pretty happy with his wing tulip, and I honestly think he is one of the people to beat. You know, he's super clean. You gotta be flawless. You know, and that's truly what it is. So I expect a strong performance once again by Mr. DQ Fluke, no longer DQing, just winning, stacking those chips. So if you don't know, Fluke is also a 2-time U.S. Latte Art World Champion. So incredible. He almost went for the 3-peat, but came short right at the end. But very impressive. One of the most influential baristas out here. I got to meet him 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I had a throwdown in Westchester County, and the rest is history. He's been doing great things, and I'm excited to see what he does again.
I agree, Javi.
Yes, she agrees. Just talking good things about our good friend Fluke.
I love Fluke.
We love Fluke.
DQ Fluke.
DQ Fluke.
Walking around with those Balenciagas, literally.
Literally. But he's always broke. I don't understand. Lies.
It's not lies, it's allocation of funds in the wrong department.
That is true. It's what we call hood rich. Cool.
Yo, I ran. That was
Feeling
fast.
good?
I feel so refreshed, everybody.
Great. Awesome. Cool. So, chat, let us know if you have any fun facts about competitors. Mia, any fun facts about Oswaldo? Would like to know if you know Marco, if you're a fan of Marco. Or
Yeah. Do we have no fun facts about Marco? We learned something yesterday.
We did learn. Let me see if I can put it up while they're competing.
We're going to have to start asking for 3 facts.
I know.
1 for each day.
We just need fun facts. We don't need any other information. We
Yeah.
just want fun facts. Hey, and our defending champion,
Marco's
Haley
good,
Henderson.
though. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No. Haley says hi.
Sup, Haley?
No.
No, Fluke is very talented.
Very talented.
As we know.
Yes. Representing Coffee Project.
He said, who left the puck in here? He said, you belong in the trash. He used to say, my pores belong in the... He still says it.
He still says it.
Your pores belong in the trash, Emilee.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Every time I pour something bad, he's like, what is this?
Yeah. The bar is high when Fluke's critiquing.
Yeah, he has very high critique.
Yes, as he should.
But, listen.
All right. We are off to go. Okay. So, day one, very, very tough round for our baristas. What do they have to do to pour better?
They have to watch our videos and learn what they did maybe off kilter.
Yeah.
Correct that. Or, what I like to do is put on a little music and meditate and try to approach the competition in a calm headspace, because really it's just UVU.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking like the shots are dripping again, but
They're dripping.
But
I mean, Marco's looks good.
yeah, Marco's look good.
It's possible it's down to how they prepared the shots too, because Twiz pulled a shot and then I immediately pulled a shot after, and it was much tighter because I did a little bit more bed prep.
So you're saying
It could have just resisted better because my puck prep was a little bit more dense and compacted and resistant. This is beautiful. Wow, already a beautiful wing base from Fluke, followed by a beautiful wing base from Marco. A little bit of skew on Marco's, but they're actually pouring very similar designs. We are going to see another round of who wore it best. Though with the spillage and the line clarity on Fluke's and the spillage on Marco's, I think Fluke wore it best.
Yes.
From what I can see from a distance. I mean, look at that.
But starting off here with a bang, Em.
Starting off with a bang. Marco is honestly a competitor I could see getting to day 3, but Fluke is a competitor that is guaranteed day 3, so it's kind of tough.
Yeah, he means business.
Marco is going to have a bigger seed next time, guarantee it.
Yeah, absolutely. What a way to start day 2.
Day 2?
Yeah, day 2.
You know what's really funny about Coffee Fest, and I think we mentioned this last time, but it only takes 6 pours to win. It only takes 6 pours to be a world champion.
Wow. There it goes.
You have day 1, day 2, and then on day 3, you have top 16, top 8, top 4, 2-1. Or 1. Yeah.
Or 1. Maybe not 2. All right, let's see these pours. Ooh. Now, Em, do you feel the same way?
Now. Now I'm feeling a little torn.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, this is literally who wore it best. Fluke's pour looked a lot better from far away. That's really interesting.
It did, for sure.
That's strange. There's a definitely compromised cut through on both sides. Fluke has a little bit better line clarity, much better color distribution. Because you can even see in these little encasements up top, a lot of color in between them, but it is not consistent. As far as execution goes, neither one kind of do that for me.
Slight overfill by Marco.
That's true, and Fluke had speed. I think it's narrowly going to go to Fluke.
Yeah,
But I do
narrowly.
think Fluke has the points. Not for nothing, though. Marco's pour. And that's beautiful.
Well, you know what? I appreciate Marco's like, the way I'm going to beat you, I'm going to pour your pour
I'm going to
against
pour
you.
your pour against you.
Love that. Love that. We need more of that.
That's true. That's what's happening. Who wore it best?
Yeah, who wore it best?
Yeah, and what do you think, Javi? We're looking at these.
Well,
you can't give creativity and difficulty.
No.
So they're the same.
Yeah, they're the same. I would say Marco would have a little bit more execution errors than Fluke, but again,
Yeah.
tough to judge. I do like the centerness of Fluke's pour.
Yes. Fluke definitely gets symmetry. I think Fluke gets line clarity and color.
Alright,
And
so who
probably
we go-
execution too, because that squiggle is not as bad on this side.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
These are both stunning pours. Thank you both. We do have a unanimous decision, and moving on will be Fluke.
Give it up, guys.
Hey.
And Fluke is moving on. Look at him. He's going to go buy more Balenciagas now.
Yes.
He's always got to get the
Coffee
photo.
Project says if you don't win, you can't go back home. So
That's right. You don't get your. They buy a one-way ticket, and then if you don't win, you don't get the way back.
exactly.
Yeah. Or you get a bus ticket. That's a really
Probably.
good training method, actually. I like
and
that.
take your sneakers.
Shout out Coffee Project for being the awesome goats of New York, though. They're doing great stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So cool. Up next we have Logan and Emilee. Logan and Emilee to the machine.
Logan and Emilee, let's go.
Oh, so what's up, Olivia? We got some Logan fans in the chat. We got some Emilee fans in the chat. Great to see everybody. Any fun facts, Olivia, about Logan you want to share with the chat?
Yeah, you guys got any tea?
Yeah, we need some tea out here.
Any secrets you want to give to
Yes.
us?
All right. What's up, Conley, Emilee? Thank you guys for joining. Great matchup here.
I'm struggling because every time I read "Let's Go Em," I assume it's for me.
I know.
I assume I'm the one they're talking
We miss
about.
you too. You know.
Listen,
Look.
I can't help it.
But I'm sure the fans appreciate the free latte art classes. Oh, that's better, yeah.
Do you like being able to hear yourself like that?
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit. I think.
Yeah. Everybody in the chat, let us know how the audio is today. It's pretty
Yeah.
much the same as yesterday, but let us know.
Yeah, let us know. We're trying to improve. We take all feedback, and trying to give you guys the best show possible.
All right, Logan, let's go, Logan.
All right.
Let's go, M.
Cool.
Both competitors are already steaming.
Yeah.
MVP, that's great. MVP.
MVP.
Like that.
Love it.
Rocking the all green attire over here with Emilee.
Well,
I love a coordinated matching outfit.
apparently Logan's brother is cooler than Logan.
Yo,
There you go, dropping bombs.
I didn't know it was possible.
And fun fact about Logan, he's played 600 hours of Apex. That's it's a video
That's
game.
quite a bit of hours.
That is quite a bit of hours.
We'll see if those 600 hours should have been used for latte art
I
practice
know.
in a moment.
Facts. All
On
right.
Emilee's side, we're seeing a lot of really nice tulip stacking, though I think maybe a few more ripples in that base would have been a nice addition to this cup.
Yes, more
However,
wiggles.
still a great job. Very symmetrical. Super clean cut through.
Okay. Fun fact about Emilee, she went to school with Khalid, the artist. All right.
Logan
Oh.
doing a little finger wipe. I was
I dig
asking Twiz earlier, can I lick the cup or would you count off if I did? If it wasn't showing a blemish, I should be allowed to lick the cup. If I'm about to put it down, I don't have time to grab the rag. I'm going to, as it's
Oh.
going down,
I could see that happening in the future.
I could do it.
Yeah, you could do anything.
DQ,
Yeah. No, they won't DQ you. They'll laugh.
they'd laugh.
They'll probably take the point off.
It's
All
professionalism.
right. Looks like Emilee's going for a second pour. 30
Oh, wow, with
seconds.
30 seconds on the clock is not a lot of time.
Running into that Rosetta
You're going to
time.
want to, you're going to want to do a Rosetta or you're just going to want to get it done.
Oh, she looks back at the clock. Oh, so hard,
It's hard.
when you're running out of time.
I mean, I look at the clock too. There was one time the clock was counting down and I had 6 seconds and I was deciding which pour. I was like, this
think
one,
you're-
I don't know, this one. Oh, much nicer ripple though. Right call.
Right call. Well done, Emilee.
Plenty of, well, not plenty, but mostly time on the clock.
But yeah, you You have to give up that
You can
second
do it.
pour.
Well, honestly, not for nothing. I learned that from you. Emilee has beautiful symmetry.
She does.
Yeah.
It has beautiful symmetry.
Emilee also has really great contrast, which is not a point, but she did it really close to the surface. She could explore rippling a little more in her base, maybe doing a big wing, and then keeping these kind of this 3-stack very open like this. I like that.
Yeah,
That would be not very common.
Absolutely.
It would
I
look
think
cool.
she just needed a couple more wiggles in her first base.
Yeah, Logan does not look like he has line clarity, but he does technically, I think,
Yep.
if you zoom in.
Absolutely.
But from a distance, it doesn't quite seem that way. It's hard to say. But color for sure, because Logan's pour envelops color, even
Yep.
if it's less color
Yep. Logan with the speed point.
as well, yeah. And arguably Logan with the execution point as well, with the base and with the cut through here on Emilee's side. But both are beautiful pours. I'm leaning Logan.
Yeah, I think Logan got this, but well done by Emilee.
Moving on. Logan.
Hey.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right.
Good job, Logan.
Who do we
Day
have next?
3, Logan.
Day 3, Logan. That's right.
Next we have Lena and Jeremiah.
All right.
We got a Papa Tanaka peeping eyes in the background.
Yes.
Next to Lena's partner,
Front row
Wesley.
seats.
Look at the Tanaka stance right there. Look at that. In his eyes, I see a young Kenji.
Oh,
I think
maybe.
after Kenji retires, we need Papa to come on the scene and start winning a couple world championships.
That's a huge rumor. Is that what you're hearing? Is that what
I will
the streets are
literally
saying?
drop everything and delete my YouTube to train Papa Tanaka.
I think.
I don't know. I need to delete my YouTube, but I'll do it.
No, I don't. You keep the YouTube, but definitely training like Papa without even letting the brothers know.
I don't need. Oh, without letting the Tanaka brothers know.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, he just
They're
comes
probably Nick's probably watching though.
Yeah, he's probably watching.
Giving it all away.
Oh man.
That's a funny. They're like, wow, you really are sure pouring like Emilee lately. That's really
he
weird.
comes in all black already. Oh, it'd be
Yeah,
great.
we can do a little hustle game too, wherever
Yeah.
the first few are bad and then one is like stupid.
I know, but not for nothing. I'm
Not
sure
for nothing.
Papa would give him 3 months with Emilee. It's
I bet he's already secretly a beast.
I'm sure he is.
I bet he's been trained.
Yep.
You don't get a stance like that if you
Yeah,
don't
I
know what
know.
you're looking at.
He's locked
He's
in.
also come to every one of these. He might as
true.
well know how to do it from watching the videos.
Absolutely. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Lena focused, locked in. Jeremiah relaxing, looking chill.
So
I
and
like this.
Do you like that technique of pouring milk in both pitchers and then pulling the shot?
Yeah. So what I do is I pour the milk in both pitchers as I'm pulling the shot. Sorry, as I'm pulling the grinds out. Because the grinds take like 5-6 seconds. That's just enough time to pour 2 gushes of milk.
Interesting.
And I usually go a little lighter with one and a little heavier with the other because I'm always a little heavy-handed on one. So I'll just transfer. When I'm moving, I go boop, and I lock it in, and then I'm there.
That's a fun tip.
I'm already at the steam wand within the first like 10-15 seconds.
So if you were in Lena's position, you would be steaming on the left side.
I would be steaming as close to the table as I could be. But I think Lena is steaming on this side because of the 6-hole steam tip. However, I literally would never even consider any of those things.
Interesting.
I don't really think the steam tip would mess with me personally, but wow, Lena coming in with a beautiful wing base.
Yes.
Maybe one more ripple in that wing,
For
but it is
sure.
really just one more, but it's really beautiful. Lovely little ripple in the middle.
Ooh, a little
Cutting
shaky
all the way
there.
through. A little bit of a lack of confidence in the last push through.
I know.
That little bit like, I got to get out of here.
But it looks good.
It
looks
I mean,
good.
that's Jeremiah's, but it does look good.
Yeah.
Jeremiah's pouring the exact same pour, but Jeremiah has a little bit less development in the wing. So I do think if we're doing who wore it best, Lena seeing the pour, knowing she wore it best.
She wore it
I think in
best.
this case,
Love
she's
that.
going to go ahead and take that pour.
Great.
There's really no point in like waiting at this point because you've already lost all the time you're going to take to make a new drink anyway. So you might as well just beautiful pour.
Beautiful pour.
A lot of color, a lot of line clarity in Lena's.
New pattern. I haven't seen this pattern from Lena before.
No, a wing 3. We also got a wing 3.
Oh.
Jeremiah's wing could afford a little bit more ripples,
Yeah.
as well as some more inner ripples and a little bit less of that texture, I think. Lena's texture is pretty much perfect. Maybe she was coming in a little hot. Looks a little wobbly. Maybe add like a touch more air. And then also fill that last ripple in for your base down here below. And then put the wing that's coming in second a little higher. and it'll make most of your original wing stretch more, and it'll look more impressive even for such a simple pour.
Interesting.
Yeah, it'll stretch it all.
So what do you think happens when baristas are going through that last follow through and all those shakes happen? Is it just super focused, not breathing?
Well, for me, I often shake the worst when I start my wing and when I'm cutting through. Everything else in between is casual, but I'm usually right when I have to do my push. It's so hard to get it right when you're nervous, so it always does something wrong, and then I'm like, ugh.
Well,
and then during the cut through, I start to really shake.
Yeah, I saw that. We saw that with Jazzy yesterday, and we're seeing that with Lena today.
A good thing to do is like hold the pitcher there until you stop shaking.
That's true.
Unanimous decision, and moving on is going to be Lena.
Hey.
Yeah. Lena's moving on. She did a great job here. A lot of color, a lot
Once
of
again, day 3
line clarity.
Yes. So Hannah Casey has not gone yet. But Em, I don't even know if this is a trend that we're going to see, but again, pattern against pattern, same design in back-to-back
I
rounds.
hope it goes this way the whole time.
I feel like this should
This
be
would
the
be a
new rule.
A new rule would actually be really fun.
Even like just for the second round, just for day 2.
It has to be the same exact design. Who wore it best?
Yeah. And then watch. This is where people start pouring animals, and then the game's broken.
Or they could just learn animals.
Or they could just learn animals. That's true.
That's what I would do.
I'd love to see more animals. Hey, maybe
Watch
Fluke.
me learn your skill better than you.
Ooh.
That's the competitive edge in me.
Yeah, love it. All right, Oswaldo, and my choice to win it all, Mr. Andy Lang.
Yo, Andy's like one of the most humble dudes in the world.
I know.
Super soft spoken,
Repping the
super
Bay.
sweet. Repping the Bay. SF, let's go.
Hey.
Yo, San Fran has like a sick coffee culture.
I know.
It's one of the best.
very
Not
cool.
necessarily the shops, no diss, but the culture, like the people. There's a lot of coffee nerds. San Francisco Coffee Club, like it's huge out there.
Absolutely, definitely.
The shops are good too.
Yeah, you
Shout out Coffee Movement.
Absolutely.
Shout out everybody. I don't know.
Equator. Coffee.
Equator. Let's go, Oswald. We got a little spam.
We got a spam.
Mia,
on
careful.
Oswaldo.
I don't want YouTube to automatically spam you.
Mia, do we have a fun fact of Oswaldo?
Yeah, do we
While
have a fun
you?
fact?
All right.
Let's go, Oswaldo. Let's go.
So Andy choosing to stack both of his cups with another cup, leaving very little room on the machine. Okay.
We got the chat blowing up.
Okay, Oswaldo,
A lot
all
of
the pressure.
Oswaldo. Everybody's rooting for you.
Everybody's
Mia
rooting
really
for you.
wants you to do
Yes. This should be a good battle.
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, man.
If anybody knows any fun facts about Oswaldo, we'd love to know them. And Andy, if you know as well. Oswaldo looking really confident. Andy and Oswaldo wearing the same outfit.
I know. Will they pour the same design?
This is literally who wore it best again.
Yes. This is going to be a title of this day 2. All right. Our camera guys are getting ready, locked and loaded to get the money shot.
Beautiful shot.
Woo.
Both similar technique.
I know.
Similar ripple. Both of them filling it in perfectly. Look at that.
Look at that.
Uh-oh, we might again be seeing the same.
Wow.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
Wait, we might be seeing it again.
Wow.
We are.
Wow.
Who wore it best?
Who wore it
Literally
best
the
once
outfit
again?
and the pour. But honestly, Oswaldo is pouring something really monster right now.
I know. I
Andy
think my
as well.
pick is in jeopoody right now.
But Andy has a lot of great line clarity. I
does.
just don't see the color.
He does.
Look at that pour.
Ooh.
Oswaldo taking speed.
Taking
Oh, I yelled at you
speed.
guys. Sorry. Taking
Ooh.
speed.
A little shaky on the base there, Em.
I saw that. Yeah, a little bit of a busted base.
Oh, well, look, fun fact. Andy mentored Oswaldo. So look at
Wow.
you. Look at this.
This makes a lot of sense.
Makes a lot of sense. Well done.
Wow.
Oh.
So let's go through it. I'm going to be quite honest. Though Oswaldo does lose color on the left side, I think the right side has more color than Andy's.
Yes, that's true.
But I also think Andy has better line clarity here. Oswaldo almost had better line clarity if it wasn't warpy and the left side connected better.
And so you mentioned that difficulty and presentation are the same thing? Are the same
Oh,
point?
no. Creativity and
Creativity.
difficulty are.
So how do you judge that creativity and difference?
Well, that you don't, because I think in cases where it's like the last 3 rounds who wore it best, you know,
Right.
or whatever, you're just gonna have to omit that point. You omit 1 point, it gets to be kind of complicated. There used to be an aesthetic beauty point. It was the balance, and it was aesthetic beauty and balance.
Gotcha.
And there was a symmetry. They used to be separate. And aesthetic beauty is which one catches your eye like the most, which one really is the most aesthetically beautiful for what they're doing. And in that case, that's not a point now, but it would go to Andy. Because Andy executed the thing, not only just execution, but like aesthetically looking at it, it's cleaner. It works all together as a beautiful vision to the eye. A little bit of some missing ripples here in the middle of Andy's wing.
Yeah.
And a little bit of under-wrapped layers in the top part, whereas Oswaldo has perfectly wrapped layers in the top half.
Well, I'm wondering...
And a better middle wing as well.
I'm wondering if Oswaldo would have maybe stirred his espresso a little bit, maybe broke that crema.
Yeah, I really think it's Oswaldo's thin milk.
Thin milk, okay.
Otherwise, I think the pour would have been the better pour because of the look of it. But Oswaldo's also biasing towards one side with his pitcher, which is why it's beige on one side.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see any...
crazy round.
Very crazy round. Back to back to back.
Twiz is kissing the board.
Same design.
I don't know why that one played. I'm sorry, y'all. That was weird.
That was
We
great.
got to learn our soundboard. We got to get bigger budget.
Okay. So from the look of Twiz, what do you think he's telling the other judges?
I have a feeling they're going to unanimously vote for Andy, but I think they have to go through each individual execution and symmetry issue. So with symmetry, they're going to count each layer you didn't get right. So you got to see Oswaldo has a couple of wraps, whereas Andy kind of doesn't on the right side in the top. But Oswaldo has some that are wrapped on the right as well and not on the other side.
That's true.
They almost have opposite issues.
Tough battle.
I think my vote's Andy on this one, but I really think if Oswaldo's milk was a little better, that Oswaldo's pour would have been the more impressive one.
Yeah, absolutely.
In this case, because of the color, because of the delay in the ripple that catches the color. That like flow is, Andy is wiggling quick, whereas Oswaldo is flowing.
Yeah, that might...
But that might have been because the milk was thin.
I don't know.
Who knows?
We'll see.
Let's see.
All right.
Who wore it best?
Dun, dun, dun.
So this is 2 beautiful pours. We had a good discussion about it.
Yeah.
We do have a unanimous decision, and moving on will be Wayon.
Give it up for Wayon.
Hey.
Andy moving on.
Andy moving on.
I think that this is the right call in this scenario, but that was a really hard round.
Yeah, absolutely. The judges definitely got it right, but very impressive by Oswaldo. And
So
impressive.
Oswaldo, watch out next time.
I know.
Gonna come in with the heat.
Well, the teacher beats the student today, but will that happen in the future? All right.
Next up, we got Shawn Swans and Kyle.
Oh.
Shawn Swans about to, with her overalls, pour some little lakeside swans.
Now the question is, will Kyle also pour a swan?
See, I'm just wondering when Shawn's gonna do the wing, hollow swan on top.
Ooh.
I think that would be cute.
Well, we'll see. No, I think she might do her signature swan. But don't sleep on Kyle. He's been working on his tulip, and we will see. All right.
We got Shawn locked in, matching gray pitcher, gray shirt. I love when people match. Unless it's green, I can't tell.
I love the intention. So great.
It probably wasn't intended. It's probably green and we're colorblind or something.
Sure, possibly.
I met up with an old teacher recently.
With an old teacher.
I met up with an old teacher, and actually, I'll save the story for another day.
Okay.
I'll save the story
Okay,
for.
back to the
We're gonna
action we
omit.
go.
We're gonna omit. We're not gonna use that story.
Okay, maybe day 3.
I'll save it for day 3.
Okay, we'll save it for day 3.
Remember, guys, 6 rounds and you're the new champion.
That's true. Just 6 pours.
6 pours and you could change your life. Shawn coming in with a perfect wing. Look at that. But, Kyle following with a slightly underdeveloped wing, but still a good ripple. So if Kyle had kept going, it would have been a little stronger. And also, Kyle could afford to dip the pitcher and cut up on the way up. So as you're going down, you lift up and away. So you create that crescent shape in your stacked layers, and they don't become so triangular. Oh, and with a spill right onto the plate.
Oh,
And Shawn's pour is pretty cute.
really
Just
nice.
a little bit of a missing beak, but
She
otherwise really nice. That's tough. Ooh. A little bit of a crinkle in the Shawn's base as well, though. Maybe the espresso's a little watery or not integrating very well. We're also seeing with Shawn a little bit too much liquid in her milk because you can see on the beak there wasn't enough foam to make the beak, but there was a driblet of water.
So you're saying she
So
put
it's
too
like
much milk in her?
it's no, she doesn't have enough foam. She needs a little, sorry, I reversed what I said. She needs a little more milk or a little tiny bit more foam to do the rest of that beak because that cut through and that little driblet looks like a wet driblet, not a dry driblet. It looks
true.
like what you do whenever you don't have enough foam to complete free pour, and it bleeds.
I see.
Otherwise, really great pour. Kyle, not for nothing, putting down a pretty wing,
I know.
and kind of actually a really killer tulip that would have held its weight. Maybe not against Shawn's really nice swan. A couple things Shawn's going to definitely hate about this swan. Obviously, the busted base, and Shawn moves on. But also, she's going to probably like the color of the base. But not the wing. I don't think she's going to like that wing.
Well,
we'll see.
Did you like that?
We'll find out in the after. Probably.
Okay.
The base is cleaner.
Okay.
A lot of color. A lot of line clarity. A little broken, though.
All right. Well, on to day 3 goes Shawn Swans. And up next to the machine, we have Alex and Ty.
Alex and Ty.
Alex representing Tiki Breeze.
I could use more Tiki Breeze.
I could
I
use
had
some
one
proper.
earlier. You what?
I could use some proper or a concoction.
Be nice too,
It
yeah.
would be nice. Oh, Tiki.
Tiki plug.
Tiki. All right. Here we go. Should be another good battle. All right. So the espresso looks like it's better. I would hope more baristas would break their crema, but does that really matter, Em?
Sorry?
Should baristas break their crema before
If
pouring?
it's dark and it's like got little islands, or if you let your crema sit too long, you're gonna get a lot of solidification, and so you're gonna want to crack that.
Interesting.
At that point, you might as well just skim it off, but you can't.
Interesting.
Earlier, I was playing around with the shots, and in the past, I would have preserved my crema, but I just kind of lately have been letting it drip in the cup because sometimes you get really dark shots and you just can't. You don't want to preserve it.
Interesting. So, do you ever look at an espresso and they're like, okay, I need to adjust my milk steam?
Yes.
Interesting.
If my espresso was overly watery, I would add more foam to my milk to donate more foam to the espresso so that it had a faux crema.
Gotcha.
Because crema is like a foam layer. So if I add a little bit of extra foam to my milk, to my espresso base, it kind of emulates. It's like when you're pouring into milk on milk with some like cocoa powder or something for practice. It emulates it. It's not going to be the best, but you might save your pour.
Interesting.
Already we got, I think Alex pouring this.
No, I think that might be Ty.
You might be right. That's Ty.
But he
Yeah,
doesn't like
yes,
it.
you're
He's
right.
on to the second pour, which I think Alex is taking his time. It looks like he's only gonna be able to pour once, but I'm actually a fan of this technique. I'm just taking your time. You know what you're gonna pour.
Yeah, pouring one and done.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, I can hear myself.
Do you like hearing yourself?
Well, I just want to know how bad I'm speaking or how
How loud you are?
how loud I am.
Looks like Ty is still doing this. Ty is still going on.
Woo. The shakes are coming for Alex.
Listen, it's real, dude. It's hard not to shake.
It's hard when you're pouring handleless too.
Yeah, when you're pouring handleless, every shake is transferred.
Ooh, he's got to fill that cup up. Slight under pour by Alex, but he must submit.
He's gonna take it.
And at least he took that speed point.
Wow, Alex took the speed. Now we're getting to see Ty's second pour.
Yes.
Already a beautiful wing.
Ooh.
Lovely, lovely reverse.
Yes. Wow.
That's very pretty.
That is gorgeous.
I do think that those leaves inside could be taller. I think that Thai, so pretty.
Explain to the audience what that means.
I just
taller.
think that Thai could have gone a little higher up with the leaves, because there's a little section at the top where you just could have gone taller and made a taller rosetta with more leaves. It would have been more impressive. Otherwise, I would say that was really, really, really clean.
All right.
Let's see them on the stage. Under the camera.
All right.
Look at that. And look
So,
at that.
so Hannah, if you go to the Coffee Fest website, they have the update for day 2. You just gotta click New Orleans bracket, and it should be updated for you.
Thai has beautiful line clarity, beautiful color. But if Thai had gone a little higher, Thai could have wrapped in a little bit more color in those leaves. Do you see what I'm saying? It can go
absolutely.
higher.
Absolutely. But
Especially if you're going to stack a bunch of top hearts. You can go higher because you're going to start to compress like an accordion down as you add more top hearts.
Interesting.
So if you're planning to do a bunch of stacks, you should go taller.
To give yourself more room.
To give yourself that, you're allocating that intention. You're going to push later in.
Interesting.
You don't want it to smush the leaves you already made.
That's right.
Yeah. Alex over here, really, really nice pour. Just a little smashed all over the place. Maybe come in with a little less flow. Maybe fill the cup up a little more before you start so you don't end up crashing the base so easily.
Yeah. Too much flow.
Too much flow, or start higher in the cup, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
I really like Thai's base.
It's really, really nice. I'm interested why not going with a cleaner wing tulip in this situation when you get the wing base, but sticking to the game plan and pouring that rosetta.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see.
Moving on is going to be Tyson.
Hey.
Let's go, Tyson.
Let's go, Tyson.
Oh my gosh.
Hey. So everybody, thank you for tuning in. Tell a friend, invite them, show them the world of latte art here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
Here.
Ooh, we got a little PNW showdown here.
Let's go. Dude, Alex is about to crush it.
I know. I did tell him earlier, this could be your moment.
Do we just have an Alex round?
Let's go. Yeah. We got Alex, and now we have another Alex. All right. Paulo with the matching shirt.
It just happens this way. Everyone just tends to color coordinate. Like Alex is kind of matching the tones of yellow. It's green, but it's like a green gray, but it's like it's in the same world of it's not blue, It's leaning yellow.
Very blue here. And I actually kind of dig that. I think more baristas should do that. Especially because you know what machine you're going to be using.
Oh, sure. Coordinate,
yeah.
Yeah, it's very rare, unless you're in the middle of the bracket, to be flipping machines a lot. But sometimes you do have to flip machines.
Yeah, definitely during the day 3, but usually day 1, day 2.
That's a great way to prepare, is you pack an outfit every day to match.
Yes.
Javi, you're wearing yellow sneaks. You could totally match the yellow machine.
I could have, but I'm retired.
But we also got to talk about this right here.
Yeah, we're blinging.
Javi was having too good of a time this morning in New Orleans out here, Mardi Gras.
No, don't start rumors now.
Javi was having too much of a good time out here.
I have no idea. This is my first time in New Orleans. Just having a good time.
Why do you have 3 beads?
Oh my God, does that mean? What does that mean?
It means you flashed your shirt up to people.
No.
And they threw beads at you.
I plead the 5th. I have no idea.
You know the city. You know the rules. You know the culture.
The city's nice. It's hot, but it's nice.
What do you think? First time?
Yeah, first time. Definitely
Insane.
very unique. A lot of history.
You're not eating seafood, right?
No,
That's really tough here.
I know, but I heard there's a vegan gumbo somewhere, so.
You should try that. Remember, are you gluten-free?
I am not gluten.
Good, because gumbo has gluten in it.
I'm okay with gluten. I'm team gluten. I got no
I'm
problem
team
with gluten.
too.
Yes.
Oh, and Paulo with the matching cup as well. I just love seeing it.
Locked in.
What do you think Alex is going to pour, Javi?
I think we're going to get a Rosetta Revolution.
I hope we get a Rosetta Revolution.
Just from the pink pitcher to the transfer. Let's see. But look, Alex knows. Alex has to be flawless against Paulo because Paulo's going to bring it.
Paulo's a beast. Paulo puts down the craziest stuff. Paulo's also OG.
Definitely OG.
Alex in the non-neutral with the grip. Classic grip. We're going to see a Rosie. Beautiful Rosie. Wow, I think Alex is going to take that.
All right. So I just dropped a little link for everybody to check out the bracket, the updated bracket. We had Fluke moving on. We had Andy moving on. We had Shawn moving on. Woo!
That is beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Don't look back, Alex. Don't look back.
Do you see how calm Alex is?
Yes. Well, the clock's ticking, and 37 seconds.
The only way to not be nervous is to just approach it like you're not doing anything.
I know, but he still has
But
to
he's
train.
focused.
He
Look at
still
that.
has to transfer.
He's focused. Oh, he has time. He has time. He just needs to start now.
Okay.
He needs to not even worry about the heat.
He's looking too much.
Cold milk honestly works better anyway.
Oh, man. You know what? I appreciate
You
these
have
baristas.
time. You have time. He just
They
needs to do
will-
it over the plate. He's going to do it.
These baristas will clean their steam
Holy
one.
shit.
And
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my
disqualify.
god, oh my god, I'm going to freak out. Guys, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I even
no.
cursed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Nothing.
That is
Yes.
tough. The first one was better anyway.
Oh, yes. Way better.
The second one had better flow.
Yeah.
But it was going to be incomplete.
Well, I think also his second shot wasn't that great. I'm wondering if
I
that really
agree.
affected his score.
That is tough.
But hey, I think great decision by Alex. I wish he
I
would have
do
gone
agree.
for the speed point.
I do
And
think great decision. I think the speed point would have edged it over, but Paulo also has an underfilled cup. I'm curious if Alex has any smudges. Do see some up here.
maybe right here in the bottom.
Yeah, up in the
maybe a little
top.
bit. Yeah.
But Alex does not have an execution point here. I think for the general going for the pour that he's going for.
Yeah.
Does have some nice color distribution. I think probably I would give color distribution to Alex.
Absolutely.
Line clarity
To Paulo, you
to
mean.
Paulo.
Yeah.
And I think execution to Paulo. I think difficulty, creativity to Alex. Speed to Paulo. I think it's going to lean Paulo for the sake of how clean that wing base second wing is. A little asymmetrical, but Alex has a lot of asymmetries in this bricked leaf right here. And the top part is just scrawny and not... I say that like it's mean. It's just a little shrunk. It's, honey, I shrunk the top part. It needs to be a little expanded, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I understand the pressure. That's that first pour. Alex's second pour was going to be better if it didn't start to collapse. It was coming in with a little bit of flow, but the flow itself was better. It just needed better prep up to that and more time
Yeah, he needed about another 5 to 10 seconds to
really set that base nice and not rush it. And it was
Yeah.
rushed, but the flow was sick.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, this is the trouble when you commit to the transfer. You know, you lose 4 or 5 seconds, right?
Not if you allocate the time properly. Like if you are steaming your milk while you're pulling your shot, then your shot is going to end up finishing after your milk. So you have time to take your milk, transfer it, then grab your shot as it's done, then walk to the table and start pouring. So it's all about starting your shot, then starting your milk, then transferring, then grabbing your shot in that order.
There
And
it is.
you can save those seconds because they're already being used. You have to be able to do multiple things at once. So being ambidextrous and being able to pay attention to like, oh, if that's taking time to pull, then I might as well be setting up for the next thing.
Absolutely.
Service mentality as well.
Bar Flow by Emilee Bryant.
Hey, bar flow.
Bar Flow.
Well, that's why we're able to get to the pouring station, hands on the cup, pouring right above the plate within 40 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Some fun tips by Emilee Bryant. Who do you have here?
I have Paulo,
Hello,
but I
yes.
like what Alex was doing.
I did too. I wonder if Alex could have stacked maybe a couple more layers on that top.
Oh,
maybe.
totally. Those leaves could have kept going.
Yeah.
I liked the first half. It just needed more flow and kept going.
Yeah.
Go higher and then push in with the top, which will expand that top part because you're going to do a push in with a wiggle.
Yeah.
It'll stretch it side to side.
Well, I think the
I think
judges
Paulo's got this one.
Yeah, the judges are thinking about it, but looks like we're going Paulo, but you know what I'm saying? We will see.
Drum roll, everybody.
Drum roll.
I don't have a drum roll, but I do have one of these.
We got to get a drum roll for LA. It's
I
funny.
have claps too.
Hey. All right.
Alrighty, the judges are taking a long time to deliberate.
You know what
I
that
don't like
means?
that. I don't like that.
No. You know what that
Controversial.
means. All right, all right. So as we wait, we have David Garcia and
Ooh.
Daniel Shannon up next. That would be the last pour of the first half of this bracket. I love day 2. You know?
Day 2's the best.
Day 2 is the best.
Well, day 3 is the best, but day 2's fun.
Yeah, day 2 is
I take it back.
Yeah, no. Look, they're all fun, you know.
They're not. Well, on this side of the bar, they're fun. When we're not doing anything, there's no
Yes.
pressure.
I know. All the pressure's over there.
You have a little bit of pressure, but still,
That's okay.
it's
I
not
asked
the same
for
as
it.
like, am I gonna be a world champion or not?
I know.
You almost made it before.
Almost top 4.
Would you ever do it again?
I would.
Maybe next time Joe will jump on the mic and you can go compete.
Yeah, maybe.
Where's Joe?
Joe is setting up
Over your really awesome throwdown after party tonight.
Yes.
I love how ESOM continuously does after parties, but they're the day of the first show. Like it's like the first show day for everybody.
Yeah, well,
1 second.
well the
Oh, it looks like Paulo moved on.
oh right, Paulo.
We got Paulo.
Moving on.
No, but it's just so funny because you call it the after party, but the show is halfway through.
Well, it's you know, it's always a good time for an after party. All right. Here we go. We have Daniel. I don't know if you remember, Em, but Daniel won with a heart yesterday.
Smack talk.
Oh.
BX
He's
is
hilarious.
here. BX is in the chat.
He's hilarious. I love it. He's definitely returning that mask afterwards. We are sad.
This is fantastic. I love this look. Really embracing the New Orleans swag. Just like yourself, Javi.
You know, a little bling
All
goes
right.
a long way.
I'm gonna come over here and talk to David. What's up, David? How are you?
Oh man, David's
Are you a Niners
intimidated.
fan too? All right, I'm gonna put
Imagine
you
that
guys on the
mask
clock. I
staring
can't
you
even talk to
down.
you guys.
Saying I'm about to pour against you.
You ready to go?
We got David
You ready to
repping
go? I don't
the
care.
Bay.
This
Here
is
we go. Shoot
David's
him.
first coffee fest, I believe.
Shoot him.
Yes. Day 2.
Wow.
Trying to make it to
Let's
day
go,
3.
Daniel, though.
Will he pour another heart again?
I'm
That's
pretty
the
sure I've
question.
seen what Daniel's mask looks like in my nightmares before. I'm pretty sure I've had this recurring dream.
Oh,
And it's Daniel with that weird Mardi Gras chain necklace.
Oh man, you're traumatizing people right now.
Yeah.
Okay. That was all right. Daniel versus David. Here
We got
go.
a little not like us playing now, Javi. How do you
Oh,
feel about that?
Oh no, run it yourself. Go ahead.
No
That's great.
comment here, Em. Drake could be watching. I can't
Drake
let you
could be
down,
watching.
Drake.
So I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna say. Actually, I'll take it all back. Oh man.
All right.
This is such a funny song
I know, it
to
is funny.
compete to, considering the undertones of what it's trying to imply. Regardless,
Yep.
if what it's implying
It is the summer bang.
that kind of hurts though. I really feel bad for Drake, and then like imagine you're just the you're one person, and then someone's like, I'm gonna make songs about you,
I know.
and they just happen to be one of the best-selling artists
know.
ever, and you're
But he
you're
asked
the
for it.
target. Everyone knows this is all like targeted stuff, and it's coming right at him.
Uh,
Oh, we got the first pour from David. A little bit of thin milk falling apart and collapsing.
yes, but with enough
Gotta
time.
go back. Enough time.
Cool. Looks like Daniel's gonna go for his
Daniel's
pour.
cool, collected. I think the mask has a little bit of energy to it. I
Yeah,
feel like when you
absolutely.
wear that, you can't be taken too seriously, so
I
you're just
know.
gonna vibe and pour.
All right. Looks like we got a wing roll. Oh, he's pouring a swan.
We got,
Oh.
Can we get in a minute? Can we get a shot of all the crowd because everyone's dancing? Well, now they're not dancing. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Oh, nice
all
swan.
right,
Nice swan.
That's pretty good.
You know, a little bit of a scrunch neck.
Yeah.
That's okay though. A little bit of a spill on the side too.
All right.
And that base could have expanded a little more as well. But we have an underfill over here with David. Ooh.
Going for a second pour.
Sorry, yes. Going for that second pour.
He's got a composure.
Oh, that's
All
not
right,
bad.
that is
That's
not
really
bad.
nice.
Yes.
Definitely sewing that up and with enough time to put it down.
With enough time to wipe. Great. Don't spill. Boom.
Looks like this Rosetta has a little bow tie.
Yeah, it
A little
does.
dot in the middle.
It does. Well done, David.
A gentlemanly Rosetta.
See, I like what David did. he knew right away his first pour wasn't good. Dropped it and went straight to the second one.
What do you think here, Javi?
I'm
gonna let you do a little bit of a point deduction.
I do like Daniel's wing base. I'm not the best with the point system.
You got to do it.
But let's break it down here.
Who has creativity difficulty?
I'm going to say that the Swan has creativity and difficulty.
You don't think Twiz and the judges will say that Rosettas are more difficult?
That's above my pay grade. I don't know.
What do you think line clarity?
I think again, I'm going to give line clarity to Daniel. There's a lot of lines that I like on the base as well as the body of the Swan.
Color?
And the color.
You want to give that to Daniel as well?
I think I'm going to give the colors to Daniel.
Symmetry?
Symmetry, I think David got symmetry.
I agree with that, yeah.
And Daniel also got speed. So
speed and then exception?
Yeah.
Is over on David.
Yeah, execution's definitely on
David.
David.
So what you just did is you have 2-4. So it comes down to clean cup or one of the 4 transfers, rather. Sorry.
Yeah, and they both look like they both smudged on their cup.
Well, if they assume that difficulty or creativity goes to David, then it will come down to clean cup. And we know Daniel has a smudge, but David might have an underfilled cup too.
Yeah.
So that might be like neck and neck.
Such a tough point.
I think I lean David for the overall aesthetic of the pour and the way it looks, even though that's not really the points.
Fair. Yeah, I wonder if Daniel would have finished the neck and the head a little bit cleaner.
Better execution. David definitely has execution here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Symmetry, execution. I think difficulty.
All right. There goes Twist. Going over the pours. All right.
Twiz is very good about the symmetry.
Yeah. So I think I'll be leaning to Daniel.
You're leaning to Daniel. I'm leaning to David.
Yeah, I'm leaning to Daniel. I like the showmanship.
I love it.
All right, we'll see. All right. Let us check who we have on deck.
Young Money.
Young Money. So up next, right before the Pacific Foods round, or right after, we have Casey versus Kenji.
Ooh.
This second half of the bracket is getting serious.
It's getting really serious. If I ever compete again, I want to compete to this song.
Okay.
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe.
It keeps you going.
Yeah, for sure.
A little intense, but you got some Lil Wayne, some OG Lil Wayne.
Yeah, it's not Hamilton.
This is when Drizzy was Drizzy.
This is true.
This is pre-Drizzy.
This is where everybody loved Drizzy.
This is when he was still in Degrassi?
Yeah,
no,
he was humble.
He was humble.
He was humble.
He wanted sandwiches.
Yeah, and then he got braids now. What can you do? 15 years in the game.
You got to get braids eventually, man.
You got to change it up, something. All right. So, looks like they are
deliberating for a while.
I think we might get our first split decision.
I hope so.
Doesn't look like
our judges David's going to take this one.
Yes.
I don't know. Judges are ready. Oh, we got a split.
My point is for Daniel.
Hey.
1 point for Daniel.
Wow. Let's go, David.
All right.
I think I agree with that call. I'm interested to hear why Twiz said Daniel. I don't think I disagree. It's so neck and neck, but
no pun.
Twiz likes. Oh wait. The names might have been switched.
Were they?
No.
No.
I just would have assumed Twiz would have voted for the Rosetta.
The only twist on your twist is you're going to be born with specific.
Big round here. We have the actually Pacific Series first.
The Pacific Series. Thanks to our sponsors.
Shout out Pacific Foods. Goats in the game.
Oh, thank you, Hannah, for live streaming at your cafe. That's pretty cool.
Let's go, Hannah.
Shout out to all the regulars.
Let's go, Casey.
Let's go.
Let's go, DJ.
Let's Okay. Looks like you're doing coconut milk. Soy?
Soy milk.
Soy. Soy it is.
Back to the action, folks. Javi's on his phone, not present.
Not present, but it is all. Hey, it is also the Pacific Road round. We get a little breather.
Ka-ching.
Ka-ching. Hey. All right. Cool.
Cute little-
Casey and Kenji up next.
In the meantime, we have our Pacific soy. Soy is so hard. Can you pour soy?
I actually started. That was my first milk that I ever used for alternative milk with soy.
Why?
Because it was the only one available back in like 20.
Oh, you're so right.
2010, 2011.
Yeah, you've been doing this forever.
A long time.
That's why you're union.
That's why I'm union.
Javi, the union man, Mr. Email.
Yes. You're letting all the secrets out, Em. All right. Cool. We are halfway there. Getting a little bit of love from our Pacific food sponsors.
We are back.
Thank you for everybody tuning in.
Audience in the crowd. Remember, everybody, the Pacific Series 1 is a audience vote. The judges do not vote. The audience votes. Do you think left or right?
I think
Wing
I got
Rosie
right.
or classic tulip?
I think that's a Rosetta.
A Wing Rosie.
Wing Rosie.
Wait, you think that those are two?
I think this is a Rosetta, no?
I think that border is the separation.
Oh, maybe you're right. Wing Rosie it is.
Or whatever, I don't know. I'm going to die on this hill, Javi. I think I have the right as well, but I do really love the left.
Okay. Well, back to the action we go. Two familiar faces here. Been in this spot before. Can Casey get over the hump?
Yo, this is about to be the craziest round of the day.
Oh.
Watch it.
Oh, let's go.
Casey has got great skill. Casey was explaining her technique earlier about replicating in-shop parameters, in-shop headspaces too. Like treating it as if you're just back in your shop, which I think I really advocate for too.
I agree.
But doing everything, like eating the same foods, being in the same headspace.
I love it. What do you think she's listening to?
What if it was the same song that's playing in the background?
Imagine.
That'd be funny.
That would be hilarious.
You're like, oh.
Oh, how did he know?
I don't even want to win Coffee Fest. I just want to get a gold star on my photos. That's all I want. The gold star is very validating. It feels like back in elementary school. We got gold stars in high school too.
I think everybody appreciates the gold
Shoot,
star.
I got gold stars in college. What are you talking about?
No, I
I got
remember.
gold stars. And sometimes I used to get these glittery tornadoes. This is such a weird throwback, but my teacher had these glittery tornado stickers, which is kind of offensive to people who have been affected by tornadoes. I guess it meant you were storming through the grades or something. I don't know what it meant.
Maybe. Look, they had it figured out.
Texas is weird, y'all. Texas is weird.
Well, we're going to Texas next
Super
year.
excited.
Yes. SCA in Houston,
What do you think?
Austin.
Speaking of Texas, what do you think Kenji's going to pour?
I think he's going to pour a intricate tulip. I don't think he's going to go Rosetta. I think he won a championship with his Rosetta. I think we're already happy with it.
He's going to do that heavy frame tulip.
Yes.
I think
know he's
is
been
what's going to
practicing
happen.
that. So we'll see. I will see. I know he definitely wants to pour better than his day one. But, you know, this is where Kenji thrives. He only gets better through the tournament.
Kenji is very analytic, very loose,
Yeah.
but also very, very clean.
Yeah, very clean. Ooh, choosing no headphones.
I like that. I've done
I
that
do like
before.
that.
I will say, sometimes when you make a decision like that at the last second, it can kind of throw you off. And for me, that's usually like the moment I regret is at the moment I said, nope, not this time, because then you've second guessed yourself from the very beginning.
Taking the glasses off as well.
That is another thing. It's like you've changed the way you've been feeling for the past
I
30
know.
minutes.
Hey, let's see if it
Both
costs-
competitors pretty much
I
neck
know.
and neck right here. Kenji keeping the cup a little far from him. I don't really know the reason for that technique. I would want to keep it as close to me as possible, but in case it started to fall,
Yeah,
something started to happen.
not sure, but
Great composure.
Mr. Consistent himself needs no help. He knows how to get it done. Apparently, KC is listening to Joji. Well, there you go.
That's hilarious.
That is
actually.
pretty hilarious.
I like Judge is cool.
All right.
Let's go. Casey transferring Kenji pour, and
Yep.
Kenji's going to do this classic heavy, and then see, he'll push it and then follow back in. That's how you do the heavy frames. And then you follow with lots of wrapping, and you'll get those really nice hooks that go around everything.
Beautiful pour.
Beautiful
by Kenji
pour, but let's be
Tanaka.
honest, I do think Kenji would have preferred that pour to expand more in the cup. That
What
being
do you-
said,
what do you think happened?
I think the espresso was resisting the push. I think maybe the espresso was not viscous enough. Oh, that's a fun way to hide it, is with the two pitchers. I actually like that.
Yeah, that is pretty clever.
I like that.
So if doesn't nobody know why they do that, you don't,
To prevent your opponent from seeing what you pour, but they can just peek anyway.
Yeah, but I like it. We're competitors, you know. You don't want
Looks
to.
like Kenji's going to go for a second.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No, he's not. No, he's joking. He has no time.
Oh, he's totally going to go for it.
He has no time.
Now he's
No,
not.
he's bluffing. He has no time. He has no time. Unless he really thinks that he's not going to win his first four, or he just wants to get another practice
I think he
round.
will get the first one. I'm a little confused what's happening exactly right now.
Yeah.
Casey has a pretty okay, like the base right there.
Yeah.
But the rest of the pour is super nicely structured. Beautiful symmetry. Maybe some like missing ripples in that base for the wing.
He has no chance.
No,
time.
not with
He
the
needs
time.
He needs to drop it. He needs to stop playing.
I don't even understand the point of that play.
Just take the sweet point.
Maybe he's worried about the asymmetry and the fact that it didn't fill up the cup a lot. Casey has, I think, a lot of complexity in this pour, even though the base didn't quite stick and some of the stack layers are a little not consistent. I would say work on the distance between each layer and also the flow rate of each layer so that they all have the same border width. But otherwise, I do like it.
It's nice.
Kenji's pour has that classic overwrapped look, not overwrapped in a negative way, overwrapped in an intentional way.
No, for sure.
With the hooks from that heavy push frame. But again, it didn't really stretch out. We saw this again with Skis God Jacobs pour yesterday with the big inch around the pour, leaving a lot of gap and space because the pushes aren't quite working.
Well, it looks like Kenji
I
has
still
my
think,
vote.
I think Kenji narrowly, maybe not narrowly, but definitely moves on with this one. Though I wouldn't say Casey was far off. I think just more ripples in that base, and Casey could have put down something that would have been competitive to that really structured frame.
Yeah.
That frame is very intentional. The execution is great. The color is great. The line clarity is pretty good, but the line clarity I think actually goes to Casey just a little bit. And otherwise, I think I have it for Kenji.
I think some advice, like Em says, you have to finish your base. You have to continue wiggling.
Gotta keep going.
Gotta keep going. It's probably the most common mistake I see in pours.
It's literally the most common mistake.
Yeah. So.
It proves nobody's watching my videos.
You know what? Watch the videos, people. This is free content.
I'm literally giving you the sauce.
I know.
I'm literally giving you the.
Yes.
I want to change your life.
Yes. Ooh, bars.
Kenji is moving on.
All right. Doesn't seem that happy, but moving on, Kenji Tanaka once again.
He
day
did great.
3.
It was a really good round.
No, he did do great.
I really like that. I think that was the closest to what he wants to see.
Yeah.
But it didn't quite stretch the way he wanted it.
I think he wanted to get another milk steam in there.
That was interesting.
Yeah. Just playing.
I do
with us.
like the so back in the day, people would put your drink down, and then you had the opportunity to pour another one if you wanted to.
Yeah.
And then they stopped doing that because it was disadvantage to the other person.
I used to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
I used to do it.
And they stopped me.
But the idea of not putting your drink down and foregoing speed because you already lost it, you might as well play around.
Yeah.
You might as well. Why not? You're not going to lose anything. You can't get in trouble for it because you haven't put your drink down.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good strategy.
It is a good strategy.
Why not see what you can do?
Yeah, I mean, well, there you go.
I don't know. I like it. It's risky.
Future tips. It is risky because it can go wrong real quick.
Yeah, but you have a backup plan. As long as you know your first pour is good enough.
Well, as long
Why
as
not
you have
play
enough
around?
time to submit.
I think if you know your first pour is good enough, then you totally can go back and just play around and then submit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Hey.
Whoa.
Very cool. Shout out
Stickers.
Daniel
Thank you, Dan.
giving us some stickers. Look at that. We get gifts out here, huh?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. Okay. A little Portland showdown. Jazzy
Oh,
versus
you're
Eddie.
so right.
These are arguably the two best latte artists in Portland going at it against each other. If you've seen the throwdown scene over there, it's great.
It is great.
But it's usually them two and Isa winning. So.
Ice is killing it, too.
So it's interesting because they're both on the same side, Em. So if Jazzy wins and Isa wins, they potentially could see themselves in day 3 going against each other.
That would be really, I think, fun.
Fun
I would
for
have
us.
fun.
I think they've talked about it.
I'd love to go against, like, someone close, you know? That'd be really fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Eddie is no walk in the park. He's been practicing.
Oh, Eddie's a beast.
Yeah, Eddie's a beast.
We're about to see one of the best days, one of the best rounds of the day.
Yes. What do you think Jazzy's going to pour, Em?
I think Jazzy's going to pour money.
Definitely money. Definitely money. Let's see what happens. So in day 1, she shakes at the follow through and pours a thick line through her pour. Wondering if she can learn from her mistake.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Well, you know, execution is hard. So maybe they'll be able to execute a little more carefully this time. I don't know. I actually don't remember the pour, so I can't make a comment on it.
That's okay.
I forget pours very easily.
That's why you got me.
That's why I
Right
got the
here.
Javi machine.
There we go. But looks like Jazzy looks more
Jazzy is
comfortable.
locked in.
Yeah, locked in, ready. Hey.
This is the worst part, though, is right before you pour. Ugh. Nerves are real, everybody.
All right.
Lovely push base.
Yes.
Great follow through.
Yes.
Little high in the cup.
Yeah.
Slightly too loose of milk.
Little bit loose.
And because it's so high in the cup, it all over wraps. But otherwise, it's really beautiful. That is something I would have poured.
Will
I just
he
would have
go
tried
for
to set
another
it
one, though?
like deeper. Will they go for another one? I think so.
I think he should. I think.
You think you
Jazzy-
wouldn't with 1 minute on the clock? You would.
I think he had a minute and 11 seconds, so I think.
You
if
would
he-
with a minute and 11.
I think I would. With a
How
minute
long do
left.
you normally take the pour?
Probably like 45 seconds.
Nice frame. Oh, I love the second.
Oh, cut a little short.
Little short by a few ripples. Still. That's
Here we
nice.
go.
It's it.
Oh,
Oh,
once again.
that is so rough. I don't know what happened.
That follow
I think
through.
like the pitcher lifted or the cup
Yeah.
lifted as they were pouring.
Well, sometimes I've seen baristas try to follow through with the cup hand.
But if you pulled up, it would go into the pitcher. I don't know. That was wild.
Oh, that was wild.
My heart goes out to Jazzy
And
right now. I hope
unfortunately,
they have enough.
Jazzy has no time
There's
for a
no
second
time.
one.
You're so right.
But, you know, Eddie still needs to submit a pour. So,
Wow, that was wild.
I know.
Jazzy's gonna take that first
Eddie
pour
needs to
anyway.
put that pour down. Eddie needs to stop playing.
Imagine you
Oh,
spill,
he likes that pour. Oh.
but then your opponent DQs.
Oh.
That's not what happened, but that would be
Oh.
wild.
That was so she lifted up the cup while she was following through.
That's what I think I saw
Yeah.
them do, yeah. Otherwise, it was really strong.
Devastating. Devastating.
You know, and you never know what's going to happen on here.
And I thought she had enough.
Yeah, they had the very nice base, very nice middle. I thought it was money.
Yeah.
Eddie coming in, though, really strong with nice flow. A little bit of overwrapping in a way that is, I think, a little less controlled. It's okay
Yeah.
because who has control in these things? Maybe a couple more ripples that could have stuck closer. There's a little bit of a delay in the rippling. You can see some missing ripples in the leaves, in the wing, in the upper half. little bit of a execution issue, but again, Jazzy's spill really leans the points over to Eddie in this scenario, and the judges are ready.
Hey. All right, that's how the cookie crumbles here in day 2 of the Latte Art World Championship.
I love cookies.
I love cookies too.
I actually only like the crumbles. Do you want to start a business?
Let's do it.
We'll call it Cookie Crumble, and it'll just be bags of the crumbs.
Oh.
And you put it on top of stuff like ice cream.
Oh. That sounds delicious.
It's a good business idea.
Yes. We're looking for chocolate cookie sponsors.
We're looking for investors.
Investors.
Right here, right now. You give us $1,000 and we'll give you a bag of cookies.
Yes.
And, put your name on it somewhere or
We'll
something.
just label it like $100 cookie. And that's how all the new brands are doing it.
We got Tristan in the chat.
Tristan.
What up, Tristan?
What's
I
up,
agree.
Oscar? What's going on? Hi, Tina. Hi, Jamie.
Kenji won
Hi,
between
what's
Casey and
up?
Kenji.
What's up? Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks, Tristan.
All right.
Oh, we got James and Isa.
All right.
Ooh, this
West
is going to be
Coast
a crazy round.
Oh, yeah. All right. Will Nerves get James, or will he pour his signature
I like how you're
Slozetta?
defining the nerves of James. What's funny is I shake every single time.
No, you
Do
don't.
you?
I think at this level, yes, for sure.
Not at throwdowns, but like these, yes.
Yeah, these, yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't shake as much when I got to the later rounds.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you're getting closer, so it becomes more fun.
You're more locked in.
Yeah,
too.
less stressful. All the best. Okay, cool. Tristan, we will see you in LA.
Let's go, Tristan.
Let's go. Okay. Let's go, James. Let's go, Isa.
Both competitors getting ready. Remember, you can set up your station. Also,
true.
you're going to always want to double check that, too, because people leave that stuff messy.
Absolutely. I would even check the grinder sometimes.
All of it. You can't touch the grinder and, change it, but you can look at it and make sure that it's not blinking.
Even
Like
if
a
it's-
dose hasn't already been pulled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even if the...
Yeah. You can touch it then.
Oh, okay.
You just
cool.
can't change the grind.
Gotcha.
That's the only thing you can do. I knew what you meant. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's cool. The
Your
people,
spin wisdom.
the-
Your spin wisdom.
The people must know the tips. All right, Isa, looking for some redemption over James here. Let's go.
Let's go, guys.
Let's go. Oh, hey, that's a new button.
Yeah, you like that one?
Yeah, I do like that one.
It's very Esau-y.
Yeah. That was fire. We gotta use that one.
Oh, that one does not apply.
No.
We also have the this one. Wait, we have this one. Applause. I don't like applause.
Yeah.
We need we
a
need
little ad-lib.
booze.
Yeah.
We need booze. So when Josh makes jokes,
Boom, boom.
we have that one.
Do you?
That one goes a little too long though.
It's a little mean too. I feel bad.
It is so mean. I did it yesterday and I felt horrible. I was like, who did I do that to? I didn't mean to. Oh, they lost. Womp womp. It's so rude.
I know.
It's literally when someone goes womp womp.
I know. It's brutal. But super
Yo,
fun.
Isa's sleeve is sick.
I know.
Look at that dragon.
All right. Isa choosing to read before the competition, which is nice. Nice.
Like just reading in the
Just
corner.
reading in a book in the corner. Yeah. No phone. No headphones.
Wow.
Yeah, I love that.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
I just walk around and listen to music and get really intense. I don't really read.
I remember.
Yeah, sometimes I get really calm.
Yeah.
Sometimes I meditate, and that usually doesn't help me.
Sometimes you're just having a good time.
You gotta. I think really braggadocious energy is better than calm energy.
Yeah. All right. All right. What do you think Isa's gonna pour, Emilee?
Wing thing, a
Wing
wing
thing.
Rosetta with a little crown.
All right. So James was pouring a tulip yesterday. So I'm curious to see if he sticks with his tulip or goes with his signature Slozetta.
I'm curious too.
We're creative.
James is a wild card.
He is a wild card. One of
This
them,
could be his year.
you know, I would love to see James win it all. I'm such a big fan. You know, I appreciate he shows up to all the coffee fests. He always has a good spirit.
Absolutely.
So, breathe, James, breathe. Enjoy. Is that a Frieza shirt? Oh, I love that. Oh. Frieza.
I remember Frieza.
I remember Frieza too.
I remember when Taco Bell had Frieza toys.
Oh, wow. That's throwback.
Yeah. I was
All
like
right.
2000.
Both shaky.
Well, we're going to see that. We're seeing the slows that up.
He's got to fill that cup
Oh, it
up.
looks like Ice is going to go ahead and take a break and start over.
Isa coming in with
Tons of time, but James with that. Honestly, that's one of James's better slows that is, and I think he's very proud of it.
Yes.
As the audience goes crazy over it.
Very clean, no over.
James could afford to stick the pitcher down a little more and get a little bit more bold of lines, maybe go a little bit more creamier with the texture. Just a little.
Yeah, just a little.
But otherwise, I really love that Slozetta from James.
But what I like about James, he just wants to pour
what he likes.
Yeah, what he likes, win or lose, he wants to feel good about it, and I think he's happy about it.
Oh, I would be proud
if
I were him.
So Isa had enough time to pour a second design.
Yep, Isa's already there.
Yeah, Isa's
If you're already transferring your milk at this point, you have tons of time.
Okay. Yeah, so
oh, the music just got crazy.
Yes.
Right at the 30 seconds. That's not fair. That kind of thing will give me a heart attack.
Yeah.
That's
All right. All right, let's go.
This one's going to be the one.
Ooh. Great recover by Isa.
Good recover for sure. But with 10 seconds on the clock.
Cool. Well, this
and
is going to be
very
a close
full.
battle. Oh, with some spillage.
Will we see Isa spill too? And with a second on the clock, wow.
May have just done enough.
Just enough.
Just enough.
No, I do think that's a really strong pour. I just think at that moment, though, that split second.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see. Who do you think? Who do you think? Oh man.
I think it's gonna go to Ice.
Yeah.
Ice,
but I don't know. So like, let's
see.
go over the points. Let's just do it. Let's do it.
We are blacked out. I'm gonna describe what they look like to you guys. One of them is they're both in a cup.
We're just changing batteries here. So
they are both latte art. They both have white and brown.
Yeah.
The audience is losing their minds over these crazy pours. There we go.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
Great recover bar.
We're back.
Guy Ethan.
Look at that. Audience is erupting. Well, honestly, I'm going to be honest. James might have color here and speed.
And cleanly.
And what was that?
Cleanliness.
Right? Oh, yeah. Clean cup.
Clean cup.
That's 3.
That's 3.
So whereas Isa has line clarity and arguably color, but I still think they could give it to James because of those leaves.
Yeah. Who do you give symmetry to?
Oh, we could break it. I would give it to Isa.
Oh, slightly to Isa. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Those top parts are very symmetrical. That bricked leaf with James is kind of tough.
I know.
But it could. But James also looks a little underfilled. So we'll see if that point cancels out.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big catch, huh? Yeah,
it's tough.
I think from just looking at it, you definitely lean toward Isa, but James definitely getting a couple of the.
James really could take this. I mean, depending on one or 2 points.
Yeah, absolutely. We will see. We will see. Moment of truth.
Some things I would love to see from James is, making a little bit more of a connection with that pitcher for those first lines. James also just a little bit more swirling of the milk when he drops in so that you get a little bit more of that tight texture like you see on Isa's over here, that shine. But Isa's, breaking the base is tough. It's really hard. I do that all the time. Yeah. When you bust the bottom of the rim of the cup, the brown crema ring.
Yeah,
it's hard to recover.
I would definitely love to see some more ripples on his base, but we will see.
Yeah, I think they put quite a bit, but a little bit leaning towards one side. This is tough. Audience, what do you think?
Yeah, chat, what do you think? Let's go.
Give us your money.
Give us what you think.
Where are you leaning?
I think at first I was with James, but I think when we went to the point system, I think Isa might have
This
just done
ring
enough.
is tough, though. It's
I
just that busted
know.
ring really makes you want to not vote for it.
I know.
Like if that busted ring wasn't there, it's easy to say, oh, Isa's. You know what I mean? But with the
Yeah.
ring, you're kind of like,
I'm curious to see if they give they critique James for underfilling. It's hard to tell here, but
well, there's a spill, then it cancels out
yeah,
on Isa's. Well, okay. I think we might be getting a split here
yeah,
with how much they're deliberating.
definitely a split.
James in the comment. We got a James.
All right, Marcus thinks it's James. Do we got another James? Isa?
I mean, but look at this layer right here. The second with James, he has this huge hook. Really nice. Second tier from the bottom on the right side. Huge hook that comes up and catches a lot of color. I love that hook. If they all looked like that, even if they're kind of wispy and thin, that would look so cool.
Oh man, I think you're winning me over,
It's just that one bricked leaf of James and the expansion and overall the general texture. Otherwise, I would go with James. But in this case, Isa's looks a little better. Judges might be ready. Let's see.
All right, moment of truth.
Isa or James. Let's hear it. What do you guys moving on? Sarah. Go.
All right. Moving on, we have Isa.
Hey,
Amazing job.
Great job.
well done, well done. Great job, James.
Very cool.
James made it to day 2.
Cool.
Isa moving on to day 3.
Yes.
Really great round. I think I agree with that call.
Well done, judges.
The show that never ends, is that what he's saying? Study.
So
Definitely
fun.
does end
All right.
when they shut the lights off.
Jayo.
Jayo!
Jayo. Nashville native in the building. Do we got any Nashville natives
I wonder
in
how
the
much
chat?
everyone hates the horn in the chat. Chat, how much do you hate the horn? Should we bring the horn back?
All right, Douglas on the other side. Love to see new faces moving on to the second round.
I do too.
It's so fun.
It's reassuring. It feels like a new world, like a new
Yeah.
group. And Fluke is now leaving.
Uh-oh, he's
Looks like
done.
Fluke is done with the
He's done.
competition.
Time to go eat, Fluke.
Got time to go eat. Forget the throwdown.
Forget the throwdown.
I'm gonna go buy Balenciaga and eat.
Okay.
It's a good strategy, actually.
We're halfway done.
Dude,
for day
Jayo
2.
is a beast.
Yes.
I love Jayo. Jayo and I, fun fact, met back in 2018.
Really?
And we didn't know about it till recently.
That's a long time ago.
We were at the KYTNT Throwdown together. If Lance is in the chat, Lance was there too, and so was Cabell.
That like mega $10,000.
Yep, the one that Justin was throwing over at, oh no, I don't remember the name of the shop, out in
In Kentucky, right?
Kentucky. Yeah,
Yeah.
They have the weird, the Kentucky has a really weird mascot that looks like Grimace. Like the big blob of purple.
Oh, wow. Well, look.
But yeah, Jayo and I go way back. Jayo's like one of my favorite people in the whole
Yeah,
wide
yeah.
world. And it is Geo, but we're going to go from Jayo from now on.
Yeah.
Douglas, maybe Douglas will be one of my favorite people in the whole wide
Yeah,
world. Let's see what the
let's go.
future brings. I can't predict the future. Don't ask me things like that, Javi.
Or can you?
You know what? For you, I'll do anything.
Cool. I'm curious to see how it feels to pour with 10 rings on.
You know, if they were magnetic, it would probably be an advantage because then you could just attach it to your picture and just hold it like that.
Uh-oh. Hey. Maybe that's a secret weapon there.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm loving all of the like bow tie with Jayo.
Yeah.
And the little clips on the outfit, the swag.
Fashion icon.
See both of these competitors about to pour. Lovely ripple from Jayo.
Oh.
Actually, lovely ripple from Douglas as well, but I think
Ooh, are we
Jayo just
swanning it?
narrowly. Yeah, we're seeing a swan. This might be one of Jayo's best pours.
Yeah. Well done, baristas.
That's a lovely swan as well, but the neck and the head just need a
Yeah.
little bit more love and attention. The rest is really great. Jayo, that last heart on that third tier needs to be pushed in and held longer.
Yes, yes.
If you
But
hold it longer, you won't drag up with backwards like you did.
Do you hear this, Jayo? When you look back at the footage.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. And then move forward. And if you see a little blemish like that, pull back, hover above it for a split second, and you'll sink it on your way out.
So there it goes. Pro tips by
Remember,
Emilee
you can
Bryant.
sink things.
Yes. Sink.
You can see.
All right. Looks like Douglas does have enough time to pour another one. Will he pour a swan?
That's the right call, don't you think?
I think so too. Yeah, I think he should go Rosetta Revolution. I think he
I mean,
might
he has
not.
26 seconds. He could do anything, really.
You think so?
Unless he does, like, super fine line, takes all day, Junichi style.
No, I think he's got to pour
Early
Rosetta
2000s.
Revolution right now. He's to. Yep. Hold it.
Oh.
Hold it. Hold it.
Nice.
Hold
We're
it.
seeing a little bit of a slow leaf that was, I think, inspired by, a
James.
Flowzetta, but it wasn't quite a Flowzetta exactly. It looked like it was going to be one.
Well
But
done,
it didn't
Douglas.
well, actually, it is kind of a Flowzetta, but it didn't quite meet the mark to what we're looking for from the Flowzetta, or at least that Twiz is looking for, in my humble opinion, which is usually not very humble. But I lowered it for you today.
Great. Would love to see it. All right. Can't wait to see these pours onto the machine. Bam.
Ooh. You know,
All right.
I really thought Douglas's pour looked really, really beautiful on the camera. And now seeing it next to Jayo's, I think they're both beautiful. I just think Jayo's edges out just a little bit. Jayo's left side of the wing is immaculate. I love those salmon lines, as we say.
Ooh,
But
I
the
like
right
that.
side is asymmetrical. That being said, Douglas also has asymmetries. Jayo has execution, in my opinion,
Speed.
and speed. And
All right.
I think I'm going to lean Jayo.
Jayo.
What do you think?
No, I think Jayo's got this in his bag. I think I would have loved to see more ripples from Doug on his swan base. I think if he would have rippled a little bit more, gave him a little bit more room to create that swan up top, could have been a different conversation. But I think
The Swan doing well would have been a really good contender as well.
I'm just loving that people are just pouring swans.
Yo, Swans are back.
Swans are back. Let's go. All right.
Can we get the chat to be a little active? We want to hear from you guys. What do you
Yes.
think? I want to hear what you guys think each round.
We just got to call out people. Maxie, what do you think?
Maxie, what do you think? Jonathan, what do you think? Rich, Lee, what is your
Oscar.
opinion on this?
Steve, what's up?
Tristan, whatever.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. Tristan, what's your
Nah,
opinion?
we love you guys.
We love you all
We love you.
equally.
Equally. Bam.
Money.
Money. All right.
If anybody's watching from afar and has never been to one of these, please come out and join us.
Yes.
The next one's going to be in LA.
In LA, yes.
It's very exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
Then what?
And then we're going to
Minneapolis?
good old Minnesota.
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 Oh, go Bears. Minnesota.
Go, did you say go Bears? Oh man, you're gonna get attacked. Go Vikings. More like it. That literally the rivalries of the Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. But hopefully nobody caught that.
Let's go. Let's
You're
go.
what up, Ray?
That's a deep
What's going
cut.
on? East New York in the chat.
It's a deep cut. If anybody here's a Fargo watcher, I think there's like a school in the show, and they always say go Bears.
Go Bears.
But maybe not your big team though. You, Mr. Sports over here, knows
Yeah.
everything about everything.
Yeah, you can't throw out sports. I'm gonna catch you.
Ugh.
Ugh. Or somebody's gonna catch you.
All right, who do you got? I got Jayo.
I got-
Who you got?
I got Jayo.
Judges are ready. Let's see.
Let's go.
All right, thank you both. We have a unanimous decision, and moving on is going to be Jayo.
Jayo. I like his name is now Jayo.
That's for life.
Yes. All right, up to the machine. Prof versus Circle. So
We saw some good stuff from Circle yesterday.
yeah, beautiful stuff.
We saw
Beautiful
Prof
stuff.
doing okay. Not
Yeah.
Prof's best, not Prof's worst. We saw a pretty
Yeah,
dialed in Prof with a little bit of like, I'm not sure what happened with the shots. I think they were running fast or something.
absolutely. Yeah, no.
Or they were loose.
Usually day
Look
two
at that.
is
He's got his
where
flip on too. You know,
yep.
if he doesn't get the flip right, it's bad luck.
No, he's got it.
You slap your chest,
Let's
he's
go.
in it. Look at that.
Let's go.
I do know though, whenever the more you get into it, the more like you get to this point, part of you has to wonder, is that the nerves or is that you trying to work yourself up?
I think it's a little bit of both, right?
I
You're
usually-
so excited and nervous, and you can't wait to pour.
So excited. I'm usually the same way where I like work myself up. But then when I'm up there, I think working myself up can sometimes backfire.
Yeah, I've seen Prof being excited before in a pour, and not work out. So but again, I've also never. This is the healthiest I've ever seen Prof. So I'm excited to see how he pours.
Let's go.
Let's get it. Immaculate artistry in the building.
Hope he doesn't find this offensive. I love to say immaculate fartistry because I love the idea of him being a really immaculate farter.
Well said, Em.
Cut that for YouTube.
Yes. Suno, do you have a fun fact for Circle? Did you like to share in the chat?
Yeah. Let's
Ray,
get some.
any fun facts about Prof? I know he likes anime. Mr. One Piece Prof.
Maxie in the chat, high-end Prof's earrings as a very snatchable. There's something about a dangling earring that does make you want to just be like, come on.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
I guess.
You know what I mean?
Double earrings.
Like you see a thread on a shirt, you just want to pull it.
Ooh,
You see an earring hanging out? All right, we got our first pour here from
right.
Circle with the beautiful matching green cups and
I
a really nice
know.
wing base, albeit a little thin.
Yeah. Thin
But
boy.
that doesn't mean anything. Could still win.
No, I know Circle is going to pour another one.
Ooh, but Prof is coming in with a beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful Rosetta.
I know Circle could do better.
Prof is doing an example of what I was saying earlier, whereas if you pull the leaf up all the way, you have more openness in the leaves,
Yeah.
and you can fit more leaves, and it fills the cup up more before you push forward with the hearts.
Well done.
See what I was saying earlier is right here.
Well done by Prof.
Very beautiful.
Beautiful
One of his
pour.
best pours I've seen in a
Yes.
while.
Very, very nice. And I like the fact that he went Rosetta.
I
right?
agree.
Not too complicated.
A lot of people go for tulip thin Rosetta because they lose speed, but imagine you go for a Rosetta twice, then you're ahead double speed.
There you go. There you go. All right.
That man is smitten.
All right, Circle with 40 seconds left on the clock. Gonna go for pour number 2. I know she
Can do it. Can
she
happen.
do it. She can do it. But the bar is high with Prof's pour.
Tons of time. But we've seen some good skill from
Yeah.
Circle.
Yep.
Just take it, wiggle,
Take
keep
it,
going, keep
wiggle,
going, keep
wiggle.
going. Pretty good. Little stiff, but
Little
pretty
thick.
good.
Little thick this time.
This is a better attempt, though. I like this one
Yeah.
more.
Maybe
Wow.
rushing that second pour.
Really not a bad attempt. That's really beautiful.
Yep.
Let's go, Circle.
done, Circle.
Crowd lights up.
Well done.
Wow. Already I see line clarity color from Prof. But Circle puts up a fight as well.
All
Prof
right.
has a ton of color distribution.
Circle representing the Bay. We got the Bay in the chat, which is nice.
Let's go, Bay Area.
She's from Coffee Movement. Very cool.
I love the coffee movement. They're my favorite.
Cool. Well,
Shout out coffee movement.
well, there you go.
Y'all are goats. Every time I go there,
Nice.
you get a ton of espresso too because they pull quads.
Do they really?
Yeah.
That's
big ratio
wild.
shots.
That is wild.
It's
I love
crazy.
it.
They're like, we're gonna give you a lot, and I was like, okay.
Ray, that is a young you. You know.
You know, these are beautiful pours. Prof just has a lot of color in those
I
leaves, a
know.
lot of color in that top part. It's perfectly symmetrical. Got speed. He's got line clarity. He's got, in my opinion, execution. It's really tough to go against a pour like this, even though because, Circle's pour is really pretty too.
Yeah.
Circle could have used a few more ripples in that base, but still.
To be honest with you, I think.
Let's go, Ray.
I think Prof should just stick to this pattern. This is
Holding hands, feeling confident.
This is really good. This is really good.
All right, thank you both. Moving on, it's going to be Prof.
All right, great battle. And
Oh,
once
we got
again,
love.
fashionably late to the chat, Mr. Lance Hedrick. Welcome.
Lance, you back.
You're back.
Lance, let's shock the world and let's you and I both just compete one day.
Cool.
We'll bribe them to not put us on the same side so we can go to we can finally do our finale.
Come on. Just like Baltimore of 2018.
I look back on those pours and my pour sucked. I was pretty confident at the time, but I didn't know what I was talking about.
You know, they were pretty good back then.
We were good, but like that pour wasn't my best.
But then the year
And
later,
Lance
you win it.
crushed it. And then a year later, we won it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that,
That happens. That's how the world goes. That's
That's
how
how the world
learning
goes.
works.
Yes,
You have to lose. You lose more than you win.
that is a fact.
We lose more than we win, but we always gain an inch, right?
Right.
Something like that. I don't know.
Apparently,
I'm
Lance is
retired.
retired.
Me too, though.
Well,
Prof is dialed in.
let's go.
Let's
1,000.
go.
Great to see Prof for incredible. On to day 3. Once again, Senor Alarcon. All right.
This is exciting. We've got Ski's God in the house. We got Victoria. Victoria was crushing it yesterday.
Yeah, Victoria.
Ski's always
from
crushing it.
H-Town.
Yo, can we take a second to acknowledge that ES1 shirt that Josh is wearing? That's sick.
Hey, plug.
Lance, you need that shirt.
All right.
The dismantled or open face ES1. That's sick.
Lance, we both know you're pouring more than 9 times annually.
No, he pours very seldom.
Yeah.
I would say that's very true.
You're not making yourself a flat white every day.
He also always pours into like very light ass coffee. Sorry, light A coffees. And like profiles and stuff. I don't know. There's like always a thing. I get it. I never pour, and when I do, I'm always like, I've lost it. I don't have the juice anymore. I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat it.
It's true.
If you're not hungry, why would you want to come up and eat from a plate?
The hunger matters.
You got to think about this. All your opponents here, this is your buffet. But if you're not hungry, you can't make it to the end of your buffet. You can't get to the Jello.
Ooh. Clip that, Ethan. That's a clip. That's a clip, buddy.
Another clip, while repeating myself from earlier, but you're only 6 pours away from your new life.
Ooh. All right.
It's true.
Yes, it's true.
Day 1, day 2, day 3, you do I think 4. You done?
Yeah, that's it.
That's
That's all
it.
it takes. All right. Both choosing to use headphones here. Always risky because if the music's too loud, you might not hear the steam wand.
It's true. You know, I also don't drink milk drinks, but I made my entire career on milk drinks. I'm a kind of a hypocrite.
That's interesting.
I think about what am I leaving behind, and sometimes I think about all of the weight that comes from that.
All that
and I don't like
dairy.
it. And then I don't like it. I push it deep, deep down.
Hey, yo. All right. Back to the action we go. Both baristas are locked in. Round of 32. Day 2 here in New Orleans, Louisiana.
We got just under a minute 40 on the clock. Both competitors are about to pour. Jacob a little bit wowed. Wow, way to Josh to come and just completely repeat what I just said.
That's okay. All right.
Jacob a little bit ahead. Let's see.
Let's get it.
I want this shirt.
I know.
I like everyone's style.
Yes.
I love the new tradition of bringing in style. It's nice.
It's
Match your things.
Well, more than ever, people
Oh,
are on
actually,
camera.
Victoria's ahead of Jacob.
Ooh,
Wow,
I
Victoria
like
is
Victoria's.
putting on a monster pour here.
Monster pour.
A wing 2-2.
Ooh.
Interesting choice. Or is that a wing 3-2?
Wing
2-2. Yes, wing 2-2.
Wing 2-2.
Jacob following the wing 3 or wing 4. I couldn't quite see.
Okay, both choosing the cleaner cup. And looks like
A little thing about Jacob's wiping technique is if you set it down, you are going to have trouble wiping the very bottom of the cup. I like to hold it and wipe up like you're wiping a baby's butt. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You got to be able to get the bottom.
So
Lance, we really wish you were here. New Orleans is so cool.
it is a cool town.
We really wish you were here.
Cool. So I think I like Victoria's pour.
I agree.
I think,
I
but
think it
she
edges.
still has enough time. So
First one's my favorite so far.
I just hope she cleaned that first cup.
I'm going to cry. Victoria pours a perfect pour and doesn't get a chance to set it down.
Oh no! Don't say that.
You never know. Wow, Victoria has such good layer manipulation. It is
No, she has-
absurd.
this is not good enough.
Go
She
with the
needs to
first one.
Yeah,
First
go with
one. Right choice. Good
Right choice. Right choice. Well done, Victoria.
We love to see that. I do see
H-Town,
why. I
baby.
do see why. There was a bit of a squiggle cut through issue. Execution will be not Victoria's.
Yeah.
So
Ooh.
Victoria does lose execution here, but I think Victoria also has line clarity. But their textures are really similar. I think Jacob has color, but I like the look of Victoria's a little more. I just don't like the cut through and the symmetry issues. And Jacob has symmetry. I think
Ooh.
Victoria to me has creativity. Even though it's not like a more technically creative pour, she just did a pour. And they just did a pour that was different, you know?
Symmetry.
We don't see 2-2s very often. It's
No,
interesting.
not at all. Symmetry for Victoria, even with the slight issue with the follow through. Or do you got Jacob?
Say that again?
Do you have symmetry?
Symmetry for Jacob, for sure.
Symmetry for Jacob. Okay.
Yeah, but you can see the outer edge of Jacob's base disappears on the upper right side, so they're probably going to be really critical about that. Victoria's wing is really pretty. I think just more ripples to really close it up and try not to have any of those oscillations not be full. You can see a few missing areas on the left side in the upper area. A couple missing ripples there. They just weren't rippling wide enough in that moment. And then a little bit of asymmetry in the second layer. I would also say hold that second layer longer, ripple more in that to really add in some layers. Jacob did do that, though Jacob did that with an inconsistent ripple. That's why you see that really heavy, strong first bit on the left side of that middle layer, and then it kind of just casually fills in. Really stuck into the cup on that left side at the beginning of that layer. But those top hearts are so clean.
Beautiful.
I love the color in those top hearts.
Yeah, I think my vocals hit Jacob slightly.
I lean Jacob as well.
I know.
Chat, what do we think?
I would have loved Victoria to get that speed point, but we will see. Yeah.
I don't need it right now.
Okay. Cool. So almost to the end of day 2
Yo.
here in NOLA.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. We have our good friend Motion versus Austin native Abram. On deck. Let's get it.
Will it drain it?
I don't know. We will see. We will see who they go for.
How many more rounds do we have?
We have, let's see, I think we have about two more. 2 more and we're all done. That's exciting. All right, we're almost here. Thank you for rocking with us. Why are their cups different? Because baristas get to bring their own cups.
That's right. They get to bring their own pitchers, their own cups. They do not get to bring their own milk or coffee.
No.
And you can also bring your own tamper and rags.
Oh man.
It'd be cool to also bring your own portafilter.
Interesting.
Why not?
That might affect the
I don't
shot.
think you're not allowed to do that.
Oh,
I'm just
okay,
joking.
cool.
But it'd be cool to do that.
That would be cool.
BYOP. BYOPF.
Bring your own portafilter.
BYOMF. Let's see what the
Alright.
judges have to say. This is a tough round.
I know it is.
I really want to root for Victoria here. I think it edges of the Jacob.
All right with Hill.
Let's see.
Unanimous decision, and moving on will be Victoria.
Oh!
Wow, let's go. That's really impressive. Wow. I see the potential. I'm so proud of Victoria here.
Well done, Victoria.
It must have come
H-Town,
down.
baby.
It must have come down to line clarity, color, or something like that. Because I will say, Victoria's pour to me was the better pour, other than the cut through, which I just assumed the judges were going to judge harder. So
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from Victoria. I just assumed the judges would have been a little more critical about that. And I would love to see that sheet. I'm really excited.
Well, great.
It looks like Motion is bringing a brand new cup on stage. I'm confused.
Uh-oh. All
Good
right.
job, Victoria.
Well done.
Good job. Good job, Jacob, too.
Abram versus Motion to the machine. Let's go one mo po.
This is going to be a crazy round as well. We have Abram and we have Motion.
I know. Great battle. Austin versus Queens, New York. In the building. All right. All right, Gardner. That's some big words. Let's see if Abram can back it up.
Let's see if Abram brought that.
Bring in that heat. Hell of a stash. Hell of a stash.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Oh. Hey. We need that more.
Ooh. Next we have Motion versus Abram.
Yup. Houston Coffee Collective, H-Town still
Yeah.
in the building.
Shout out H-Town. That's my hometown.
Yeah.
I was born and raised there.
I
yeah.
know. They're doing so great things.
That's my city, man.
If you're a barista in Houston and you've never been to a Throwdown, check out Houston Coffee Collective.
Let's go.
Doing great things for the community over there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, Mo. It's your moment, Mo.
Yeah, Houston, not Austin. I'm not from Austin. Houston.
Houston. Yeah, Houston, not Austin. Yeah, Abram's from Austin, for sure. Okay.
Wow, looks like Abram was already ready. Motion right behind.
Actually, Rosenberg. Okay. Fun fact. There you go.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's
Wow, really nice frame, but a little bit thin.
Yeah.
Whereas Motion is pouring probably one of the prettiest things I've ever seen Mo pour in comp.
Yep.
A little bit of a subdued cut through right there, but a lot of beautiful symmetry, a lot of beautiful wing. A little bit of a missing wing on the left side, so that is going to hurt symmetry with a bit of a messed up cut through as well. It leans, so we'll see what execution is, but it depends on if Abram puts something down with less execution or not.
Yeah.
Not the first pour for sure, because that one does not have execution down the middle cut through.
No. I think
This is what I would do right here, is jam to the beat a little bit because you have to.
Yep. I think we're gonna get a nice little Rosetta here.
Ooh, look at that. In the music. You gotta be in the music. The more you're in the music, the more you're in the comp.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a bar. Got bars for days.
I'm just full of bars, man.
Full of bars. All right. 23 seconds and counting. Oh, he's shaky.
Oh, I do that.
shaky.
Whenever you go for the handle and you know you're too shaky, so you go to hold it underneath. Ooh, that messes everything up. But this is gonna be good. Already super great.
Oh, he's not
Just
gonna
do it.
have
You got
enough.
it. You got it. You got it. Just put it down. 2 and at the buzzer.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad. Not with a second left.
Not,
Not even a second left. We will say underfilled cup and lost speed point takes 2 away from you. It looks like Abram might have line clarity here, though, being that Abram's milk was naturally thinner.
For sure.
And Abram is really good at sticking close to the milk, so I think that's where that came from. Though Emotions does look like it has pretty nice line clarity as well, and it did sit out for a while, so maybe I'm just not able to see them two at the same time, so that could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I think Motions generally edges out just a little bit. He has just a touch more symmetry in Motions, a touch more execution, though they may punish Motion for that curved cut. I take back the, let me say one more thing. I take back the symmetry from Motion's base, but I like the rest of Motion's pour for symmetry, and I like the balance of Motion's pour, but I think actually Abrams might have symmetry. That's tough, though, because they're really going to count each time you messed up symmetry, and really Motion only messed it up twice, and Abram messed up quite a few wings.
Yeah.
So it'll add up.
I think I like Motion's strategy. He's trying not to lose here. Effective in day 1 and day 2, but if he advances, he definitely needs to
Clean it up.
You
know, take your time, fill in those ripples. Gosh, I sound like a broken record. Just ripple more, and you'll be
ripple more.
You'll be in the best shape of your life. You will look like a new latte artist if you just ripple more and fill in your bases.
I think that's a new shirt.
What is that?
Just ripple.
Literally, just keep rippling.
Just keep rippling, but don't spill.
Don't spill. I have a tip for everybody at home. If you want to practice, if you really want to practice latte art, ripples, ripple more, practice wing threes, and then just keep adding onto that over time.
I
Just
like
easy.
it.
It's just a simple little pour.
Yeah.
Start simple, work yourself up.
There you go.
With the goal and the intention of adding more ripples every time.
All right. To end day 2, we have David Posada versus our
Oh,
New York
Troy.
native, Troy.
Oh. This is going to be one of Motion's prettiest pours.
All right.
But now I'm thinking line clarity might be leaning over to Abram.
Hey!
Motion moves on. It looks like Motion's going to get his one more pour.
Yes, sir.
More pour.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have a mantra, a chant,
know,
like a
it's
thing.
so
Like
good.
it's so good. I don't have one of those. What the heck?
know.
What's mine? Is it I'm a scumbag? Like I don't know what it is. I don't
I
have
don't
one.
know. Maybe you don't need one.
Lance has drink something tasty today. Hoffman has, what does he have? He has something. I don't
Something.
remember. I don't know if I watched the videos long enough to get to that point. But
All right. So David Posada pouring fire yesterday.
I have scumbags, yeah.
representing Miami, Florida. David
Let's
just
go,
pouring
David.
fire in day 1.
Yo, David and Troy is going to be the craziest round of the day. Watch it.
And David matching.
Yeah, I want to
shirt
see
with
a
machine.
ripple, 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 ripple. That would be a really cool pour to
Just
see.
a bunch of ripples.
You can do that. You
can.
ripple your base, you ripple the second, you ripple the third, and then you ripple the heart. You absolutely can ripple, 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 ripple.
We must see a YouTube video of this, Just ripple every base.
Well, we just say ripple more because it's just the thing people do the least. Like people just don't fill in their bases. That's all it is. It's if you just kept going, you're good.
I know for me when I used to compete,
Look really quick. Look at the colors.
Yeah.
They're so perfect. Okay, when you were competing,
No, I had the
I'm
same
so
problem.
sorry I cut you off.
That's okay, That's okay. Just acknowledging my lack of ripples.
Listen, I love how people are. I just love the being dressed for the occasion, being prepared.
Yes.
It's so fun. For something tasty, exactly.
Shows intent. I love it.
And I hope you have a wonderful day. Mine is like, okay, bye. I don't know what's going on.
Bye.
No, that's Jimmy. I don't do like, okay, bye. I go like, all right.
All right, get out of here.
It usually changes. It just changes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just end the video.
I know. Sometimes you just bleed out of your nose too.
I've gone back. I do. I've gone back on some old videos and I just cut them randomly in random places
really?
sometimes. Yeah. There's one that's like, I think Hollow Heart is cut really weird. And it's like, it just ends. It's like, and remember, you can do this too. It's like trying to give encouraging advice and then it just stops.
That's so good.
Yeah.
The archives of Instagram.
I change stuff all the time. You got to go back and look.
I know.
Sometimes I post and delete.
All right.
Yeah, we got a lovely wing base here. See, this is beautifully filling in the base.
Yes.
It's that extra second of wing.
Yes. Oof.
I love a see-through cup.
Wow.
Nice dropping.
Wow.
Wow, this
Wonderful.
is Troy. Troy is
Just
crushing
wonderful.
it. The confidence of that cut through. The room just got so quiet.
Oh, I know.
The room went.
He has to clean that cup.
He honestly could clean it and still submit that. It didn't compromise the pour.
He's got a whole minute.
He's going to clean it.
Yeah.
He's going to say, whatever. He said, I've got color. No, look at the side. Look at the side.
Okay.
Oh, my God. Everyone is rooting him.
Okay.
It's honestly a little
Take your
weird
time,
when the audience goes, clean it, clean
Other
it.
side.
And you're like, wait a minute.
No, you missed the spot.
This is so funny. Everyone is watching the screen, and he does not realize there's a spill, and they kept screaming at him, clean it, clean it, clean it. And he kept going back to clean it, but then he missed the spill together. That's unfortunately a little bit of a womp, womp, womp. However, David coming in with one of the prettiest pours we've seen today. Beautiful contrast, which again is not a point. But wow, look at that. Stick it, David. Put it down.
Ooh, almost sinking in his top
I think
part.
David needs to take a moment and breathe because that is stunning.
Yeah.
This is the best round of the day I think we're going to see right now. I think we saved the best for last.
So good.
I like David's style here, too. That solid border frame. That's something I would love to see again from other people. Oh, now we might be seeing how that spill may have played a role in Troy's win or not.
Oof.
It did kind of stretch the pour a little bit.
It sure did.
But we can see there's a lot of puffiness on David's side. I think David might have execution and symmetry, whereas Troy will have color, line clarity, speed, and will not have clean cup. We know that. So it's going to come down to 1 point.
Will it cost him?
Difficulty and creativity. Who is going to get difficulty and creativity? Do you give creativity over to the right for David, or do you give difficulty over to the left for Troy, for all the layers?
I actually like the difficulty on David, to be honest with you. I like how he framed that.
I think so too. I think David manipulated the layers nice.
Yeah.
It's just kind of puffy though, but again, that's not, you can't be double whammied on those points, but looking at him from afar, I mean,
gorgeous.
This is the best round of the day for
by
sure.
far. By far. H-Town,
That
babe.
spill does really pull it down. Javi, what do you think? Looking back from this distance and seeing it, you can really see them both side by side.
Yeah, I don't think the camera here does the.
It doesn't do it justice.
It does not do it justice.
But we'll see it here in a second too. You can look up at the old screen.
Yeah. All right.
Wow, judges, this must be the hardest decision of the day.
Yeah.
Troy for difficulty, but creativity is the first point they technically judge on as of the most recent rule book. They look at creativity first and then move on to difficulty. However, I don't know if the judges necessarily celebrate that rule, but that's what it says online. So here, what do you think?
You know, from that angle,
From that angle?
I do like Troy here.
But they both have spills.
Oh yes, they do. They might
So,
have.
but Troy overfilled.
But isn't if they both spill technically both an overspill?
If you both spill, but one of you has an overfilled cup, that's the one that's going to get dinged. Or an underfilled cup, that's the one that's going to get dinged. If they both have issues like that, then whichever one's more egregious will get dinged. And if it's too close, they probably would just drop the point.
Interesting.
There's always a little nitpicky. You can always be nitpicky.
All right, chat. What do you think?
Very
do
good
we
round.
have David? Do we have Troy? Okay. Claudia
Yeah.
got David. All right. What do you
Be
think?
curious what Lance says about this one.
Yes. Lance, Henry, what do you think?
Oh, Henry. I think Henry leans over to the right.
To the right for
Yeah,
David?
for sure.
For sure.
It's tough because I love color, but I also lean to the right. I think David might advance this round just for the overall. It's a little puffy, but David came in with so much control.
I know, that's
But
well
so did
said.
so did Troy, but still.
Well
I don't
said.
know.
Well, Lance says
Lance says left,
Troy.
and I can totally see why Lance says left. I just looking at him from afar, I lean left. Looking at him up close and counting point by point based off what I know, like Twiz likes and what Terrica likes. That's.
All right.
Well, Troy has color. Troy has lines. Troy has speed. Both have dirty cups. That's the issue. But they gotta go Troy.
I know you
He
have
only
to go
needs one more
Troy,
point.
But that spillage did affect Troy's pour just
did,
a little
it
bit.
did.
You mentioned just a good word, control. I think that's what defines David's pour.
From far away, David's really looks like a Twiz pour.
Yeah. I would have hoped that those third layers would have been a little bit more cleaner.
Yeah, I agree
but
with you, Lance. Judges are ready. This is crazy.
Let's hear what's happening. This was actually like a really tough round. So we are actually split on this one.
Oh my goodness, a split decision.
This one for David. 1 point for David.
1 point for Troy.
And the winner is Troy.
Troy is moving on. Not for nothing, David. You put up a heck of a fight. That was one of the best battles of the day. Do not forget to come to LA.
Well
Do not forget.
done. Yeah, David.
Seriously,
Impressive performance.
you could take the next one. That could be your year.
Yep.
Just loosen that milk texture a little, but keep all that manipulation, all
Well
that
done.
layering.
Well done. Future champion
round.
in the making over here in New Orleans.
That's true. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. What time, Javi?
2 Central Time.
Yep. 2 Central Time, and also tonight, Isam is going to be doing a throwdown. Are you doing any press for that?
Mojo Coffee Roasters tonight, $1,500 prize pool.
That's going to be me.
Exciting. Emilee's pouring.
I'm going to win. You said Emilee's winning.
Emilee's pouring.
I'm winning.
She's winning. Once they see the bracket, they will think otherwise, but
Javi has a lovely habit of putting me against champions in the first round
very true.
and being like, good luck. And then I just lose to a 14-year-old anyway. It doesn't matter.
you beat the champion, lose to
And
the
then I lose to
14.
the 14-year-old. That's
Well, thank you guys
Thanks,
for
guys.
tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for day 3, and we're going to crown the new champion.